Feminist medical school professor says trans kids identifying as minotaurs are part of gender revolution. The Minotaur is derived from Greek mythology. It had the body of a man and the head of a bull. A California hospital executive and professor claimed children can identify as a mythology-inspired creature and claimed that this category of children love mermaids, according to a presentation reviewed by Fox News Digital. Diane Aronsaft, a self-identified feminist who supports a gender revolution, is the director of mental health and chief psychologist at the UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital Gender Development Center. She is also a professor at UCSF School of Medicine. The developmental and clinical psychologist specializes in pediatric, gender-affirmative care for transgender and gender-expansive patients. Her biography page reflected that Aronsaft focuses her research on how genders before puberty develop as well as the mental health effects of puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones, which are part of chemical sex changes, on children. Aronsaft made what some may consider fringe claims about gender ideology, including that kids can identify as gender hybrids, which include a mythology-inspired creature called a gender minotaur, and that kids can change their genders by season and can have different identities depending on their location. According to Britannica, a minotaur is derived from Greek mythology and was a creature which had the body of a man and the head of a bull. I totally agree, we are in the midst of a gender revolution and the children are leading it. And it's a wonderful thing to see. And it's also humbling to know children know more than we do about this topic of being gender expansive, she said during a 2018 talk at the San Francisco Public Library. Aronsaft believes the transgender revolution is the next phase of the 60s feminist movement, which featured challenging stereotypes about gender. Now, we've got genders moving boulders, and it makes a lot of people nervous, she said. Aronsaft believes that transgenderism is derived by a gender web, which is influenced by culture, upbringing, and nature. Each person's web will change over time as they age, the event's description said. What's your gender? Don't answer until you hear all your options. Aronsaft wants you to get off the binary measurement scale. She introduced language such as gender fluid, non-binary, and gender expansive. She then predicted the language will evolve beyond that, and cited her conversation with a 7-year-old as proof that there can be gender minotaurs and hybrids. And as you know, language is political. So what's good today will be politically incorrect tomorrow. So we'll just keep changing as we go, said Aronsaft. This is a whole group of kids you all should know about. A boy twirled in my office and said to me, "You see, I'm a Prius, I'm a boy in the front, and I'm a girl in the back." Aronsaft then said that gender minotaurs love mermaid content. I started meeting a whole bunch of other gender hybrids. And so we have the gender Prius, we have a gender minotaur, she said. And most of the kids who are gender minotaurs love mermaids. So make sure you have a lot of mermaid books. If you really think about it, it works. Fox News Digital reached out to Aronsaft and the Children's Hospital for comment but did not receive a response.